Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is a quick little gossip chat. Who said that? Honey, people all over the world saying things that's crazy and foolish and just, I'm like, what's going on around here? Okay. But y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Y'all know to subscribe to this channel, to subscribe to my backup channel, JayLeesCorner Talk. There is content over there that y'all should go watch and watch and watch. Okay, y'all know I'm trying to get that page monetized. I know I need to post more, but it's still a whole lot of content over there. So go ahead and make sure to subscribe. Okay. Y'all know the link is in the description box below. Also, make sure to like this video, okay? Like it, okay? Comments in the comment section during the premiere, okay? But also in the replay too, okay? You can also hit the little share button and share it on your social media, on your, I think it's on Twitter, and you can also share it on Facebook and stuff like that, okay? Make sure to relax, to relate, to release into yourself and everyone around you. Always inhale and exhale because it helps you to stay calm, cool, and collected. Okay, yes, I am here. Follow me on social media. On IG, it is J_Lees_Corner. And on Twitter, it is JayLeesCorner. Like and subscribe. Now, I was going to have this be a whole live. But the way the internet is set up, the way the StreamYard, honey, it's just sometimes it's just some issues or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record it and premiere it. And I'll be talking with y'all in the chat section. Okay, I'm chatting right now with y'all. So make sure to participate in the chat and also the polls. Okay, look at the poll. It's gonna be a poll here. Play along and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. And y'all know Thursday tomorrow our panel is on as we are every single Thursday. The ladies first panel. Okay. We will be on Jamie That's Me channel tomorrow at 9:15 p.m. So be there or be square. Okay. Y'all know we have a good time. So come on through with us and party with your favorite panel and stuff. Okay, but yeah, let's get to the foolishness. Foolishness. I'm trying to get time for other folks to come into the chat because even with the premiere, it take y'all time to come on in. So come on. Have you liked the video? Have you subscribed? Okay, now let's move on. So the first thing that I want to chat about between these couples, okay, these couples of people, you know what, who I'm going to discuss first ain't even on the caption, okay? Let's go Summer Walker, okay, London on the track, and extra baby mama over here. Okay, now Summer Walker is an R&B singer. London on Track is a producer. Okay, and they have been going at it, honey, on social media. And I'm like, what is wrong with folks? Okay, but the reason this is a story is because the other baby mama came in defense of the shared baby daddy, okay, but then had to come back and backpedal on Pussy Pop because she was lying. So Summer Walker and London have a kid together, okay, and they have since broken up, and she's making it seem as if he is the whole jerk of a deadbeat or whatever, getting on her nerves, stalking her, messing with her, and just antagonize her. That is what Summer Walker right here is saying. Now, Summer Walker she was on, I think, the BET Awards, and she came out saying how she's very, very like socially awkward. She's very, very shy. She has a lot of anxiety. So that's how I remember her from before. Now she be all over the place, honey, doing what she wants to do and whatnot. But let me share my screen because I didn't feel like getting no screenshots. I didn't feel like going through all of that. So I had to pull up the little IG and show y'all what's going on around here. Okay. Now, again, London on the track and Summer having kids. And then Ebony is the other baby mama. And Ebony had went on social media saying how London's a great baby father. I don't know what Summer talking about. He's great. He do everything he's supposed to do. He's a great father. He's amazing. She lying. She went on and said all that stuff. Okay, but then yesterday, she came back out. Okay, so you know what? All that stuff I said the other day about London was cap. Okay, I mean, it was a lie. It was a whole lie. She lives. He promised he was gonna pay me to make him look good, and now he acting broke. Meaning he told you he was gonna do all that, and you didn't get no money. You didn't get paid up front. Well, that means that you are slow, okay, and slow. She also put up our but no, Summer then was laughing because again, Summer said, I don't know why they bothering me. I don't know why this girl bothering me, calling me out when I'm just saying our baby daddy ain't shit. And she know he ain't shit. But again, Summer laughs at Ebony coming back, backpedaling, pussy popping, okay? And so she also put up, Ebony did, I'm big enough to say I was dead wrong for disagreeing with Summer over a little money that I never even got, okay? Summer and I still got our differences or whatever. But at the end of the day, we got a deadbeat ass baby daddy in common, okay? And then she said, watch this. God keep playing with me. I'm really very about something to laugh about. I'm not girl, but you the joke. Okay. She then put up London thinks he can manipulate every situation he encounters. Sorry about that. He encounters. He's a snake for sure. He got so many faces. He just takes turns playing whoever, whenever, wherever benefits him at the time. But I'm like, but wait a minute. That means he did it to you. If you know this about him, why would you trust he was gonna pay you? As you see, you're saying he's a manipulator. Okay, he's a snake for sure. He's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 faced. Okay, and always playing people all the time. That's what you learn. Okay, she then said, at the end of the day, I cooperate with London. Whatever his mom has time to spend with Paris, because London just does shit for the cameras for sure. Summer was right, so good for her getting her and her daughter a better man. London is play. And I'm like, but girl, okay, lame ass dude. Don't even realize he's making himself out a whole hole, talking about what he gonna do in court. But go play, girl, go play the piano and make some. I ain't got time for all that stuff. Let me stop, honey. Let me get back. I'm back now. So y'all get the gist. The crazy part is Summer was saying he's a deadbeat. He's a deadbeat baby daddy. She was saying that. The other baby mama who has an older child with him, who is aware of him being a deadbeat because he's been a deadbeat earlier too, went on and went at Summer in defense of London, trying to make Summer look bad for some money that you didn't even get. Okay, this is why we have to be careful when we listen to folk who out here being foolish and who's being crazy, deranged for no reason. Now, London on the track again is a producer. What has he produced lately? Okay, and why is he the new Future? Because he has, I think, like 3 or 4 baby mamas. I think Summer may be either number 3 or number 4, I'm not sure. But I have not heard many good things about him on the father tip, okay? So I feel like, the world owes Summer an apology because she said he ain't shit and they tried to come at her, but now the proof is in the putting the fool in the situation is really Ebony. Because you went at another woman for some money and you broke. Girl, anyway, I'm going to leave them be too. Let's get on Erica and Safaree. I really want Erica, Mena, and Safaree to go sit down somewhere with all the therapists in the world. I want them to see personal therapists. I want them to see family therapists. I want them to see all the therapists available to everybody, okay, and get their shit together. I feel like every time we're done talking about them, one of them comes out to say something to stir up some trouble or to stir up some controversy, to stir up a story, okay, because I feel like one or both of them love being in the blogs, okay. Erica was on social media. I should have put the tweet, but I did not. I don't feel like it. And I can't think of which website I seen it on, okay, but it was all on social media. But Erica basically said, when we seen Safaree's team and the people saying that Erica was trying to block Safaree from being in the birthing room when she had their son, that was a whole lie. That she would never, ever attempt to keep him away from his kids. She would never do that. She has always tried to fight for her marriage, and she feels as if the attorneys who he may have hired was money hungry and said, let's put the narrative out there to get us more money, in this whole battle for the kids, for the marriage or whatever. And so he or his lawyers was lying on her, okay, because she would never keep him from her kid, well, their kids. And I'm like, okay, but the weird part was on the show for Love and Hip Hop, Erica, when Bambi asked you, hey, did you call Safaree to tell him that it may be an issue that you're kind of in labor early? And she said, no, for what? He don't care. So I do feel like a part of Erica did not, she, for a part of her, did something or said something that made it seem like I don't want you around, because we've seen her say that in that moment. But I do think Erica was doing things to get Safaree to care. And Safaree, who doesn't care for her, okay, and I think he made it very, very clear he did not care for her anymore. Um, he felt like that. And the thing about it is, in my opinion, is once you see how he don't care for you, man, fuck Safaree. Let that man go. And I really wish that she would have stopped trying to fight, only because he wasn't at all trying to fight. Safaree was a horrible husband for the part that we seen towards the end. Him just no longer caring for his wife and him leaving the wife pregnant with their daughter. That was a horrible situation. The only way I can say that that situation would have made sense was if he felt like Erica is violent. She gonna beat my ass, and not only that, her being violent with me is not good for the kids. So let me leave and leave her alone. That's the only way I would ever say him leaving her was for the right reasons. If it was because he was trying to keep down the bullshit. And that's the only thing I can say he will be able to say is true. Because truth be told, we haven't heard much from him. Like, he be saying a little bullshit here and there, but he and all he ever really say is that ain't really true. He said I was posting photos and footage of me in Jamaica or in Miami when I was actually back at home. I had recorded stuff I was there and then went home, and that was it. So the weird part is, again, I think they both like being in the limelight. I think that's the whole reason they end up getting together, and life happened, and the first baby happened, and then the second baby happened. But recently, I do feel like we haven't, because even I seen her put up on her social media one day how it was a baby in the bed, and she said how, finally I have a real man in my bed. It was the baby. But again, they both keep doing things to keep their name in the news. So I want them to both stop commenting on shit. Okay, we don't need to hear nothing else. If y'all getting divorced, be divorced and move forward with that. Let her be a great mom. Hopefully he can be a great dad. But y'all do not need to be in a relationship, okay? Because Safaree was a horrible husband. I don't know how she was as a wife because I don't live in life. But just us seeing him not be there proves he was tired of the marriage and he left. Okay, so let's hope Jesus fixed that. Now let's get into the grand resistance, okay, of one of the reasons he's here. Okay, Falynn, Jalen, Porsha, Simon, the debacle that seems to never ever go away. Okay, it just seems like it's going to keep going and going and going for no apparent reason. Okay, so this is it. Yes, Simon and Falynn were married. They are now divorced. They both move on. He is engaged to somebody else. She is pregnant by somebody else. I really wish they would have to stop commingling in the streets and whatnot about things in the blog, but it seemed that would not happen. So Falynn, honey, went on social media and read this man Florfeld. Okay, and Falynn posted on her IG, which she has since deleted the stuff. She put in her stories, but she has since deleted these things. We of course nothing is ever gone. She said, all right, nah, I'm pissed the fuck off. Okay, y'all wanted me to speak up. I will not continue to be bullied for shit I did not do. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this shit. I did not cheat on my ex. We had a silent and mutual understanding that him and I both were done with the marriage, and we went our separate ways before we even went public. Okay, in regards to our divorce. So again, before the divorce was public, they was already moving on. But we have been saying that from before, that they probably moved on before we knew it. And they were trying to save face. Okay, boom. She also put up, and if I had why do you continue to stalk and post about anything I'm doing? Meaning, if I cheated on you, why do you care what I got going on? Okay, why do you care? Hmm? What I can't seem to wrap my mind around is the fact that you filed for divorce. You filed twice because the first time I said, no, I wanted to fight for our marriage. You filed the second time after I told you I wasn't going to take your narcissistic antics anymore. Only after you told me that I should reconsider reconciling with you because without you, my children would end up working at Burger King or McDonald's. Okay, you just beat me to the punch, but I was happy that you did it. That's my thing with that. People have to work at McDonald's and Burger King. Okay, I like me a little icy. Okay, I love an icy Burger King. Give me a half Coke, half cherry, slurp, slurp, slurp. Okay, I love an icy burger. Not at the time the damn machine broke, but when it ain't broke, I love it. So people have to work there, and I feel like the people should work at kids, teenagers, young folks should work at Burger King and McDonald's. Okay, so I'm like, that's a read right there to make it seem as if nobody deserves to work. It's an establishment. Okay, it's a job. It's a job. Okay, so shut up, man. Uh, what's that man assignment? She also put up how I have said many times that I do not blame you or your mates. I blame us. Okay, I blame us. That is what adults do. They take accountability. So here is mine. Our marriage, as beautiful as it was, while it lasted, also fucking sucked for both parties involved, even before we got married. Okay, we had some real issues and probably had no business being married. And for your information, I was emotional in my interview for our children's sake, and a fucking divorce sucks, no matter who is in the right or in the wrong. And I'm gonna say this: both of them said how before they got married, shit was rocky. Okay. And people can admit, okay, they both did wrong. It's weird to me that she's just saying what we all figured, but they never came out and saying. We had a bad marriage. It was real, real rocky. So we both decided to kind of move on while being separated and whatnot. We were both moving on. So yes, I was messing with Jaden, and we always said that we knew Simon was fucking around with Porsha before this year. It was around late last year in 2020. But I'm gonna leave that be. She also put up, so I leave you with this. It's one thing to speak on your past in a way of maturing, growth, healing, etc. But no, you're out here sending packages to our fucking house and posting subliminal captions quoting everything Jaylen and I say on our social media towards one another as if somebody did something to you. You're mad because I got into a relationship with my best friend? Cool. You got engaged to my castmate, someone I had around us outside of filming. Boom, bitch. Okay? Everyone fucking wins. We both ain't shit. How is that for realness? Now read this. I do not give a fuck about you, and neither does Jaylen. Okay? I'm tired of talking about this irrelevant shit. Please move on with your pursuit of happiness and leave me alone. Oh, and lastly, and P.S. Okay? Stop being a coward and trying to get your banned from every establishment you step foot in. The staff are laughing at you and they're telling us it's not working in your favor, so stop. Okay. I feel like, girl, that was a mouthful. A whole mouthful. Okay. Now we have seen Simon post on his page what a real father is, a real man, a real father, a real man or whatever can't call himself a real father if he's not financially supporting all the kids. And I do think what he meant was Falynn was getting money from Simon when they first divorced. So Jaylen wasn't paying the bills or whatever. Simon was because that's his ex-wife, or current wife at the time. So I do think that could have been a shot at Jaylen. And Jaylen replied on his IG saying, time for daddy to take a vacation. So again, they all have been going back and forth. And I don't know why. I want it all to stop. Okay, I want it all to stop because even for me, I feel like when Simon posts things in praise of Porsha, I do at times feel like he's doing it in a way to degrade Falynn. Like he put up a post saying, I watch her all the time. I watch He posted it was a video of Porsha, like how he watches her work all the time and take care of her daughter. And I do feel like him saying I've never witnessed a woman, work so hard. Meaning Falynn wasn't doing shit. But Falynn said she was like a housewife. She wasn't supposed to be someone out here. Simon hired someone. Hired Simon. Simon married someone who was a homebody wife. She wasn't trying to do this or that. That's who he married, and he did not like that. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm like, she's saying we both are fucked up people. We both had a bad marriage. We both wanted out. We got out. We both have now moved on. Leave us be. Okay. Then they were also saying how supposedly, allegedly, that Simon had been having packages sent to their house, and they were tired of him sending shit to their house. I don't know about that because how you know it's from him, but again, I want both sides to leave each other alone. Okay, I'm hoping that because she deleted those posts, that's her way of saying that I can't keep feeding into the negativity. But Falynn, I need you when Simon do something dumb or whatever, ignore it. Keep it moving. Okay, because the more you respond back to him publicly when he hasn't done anything that we know he did, it do make it seem like you're doing it for attention. And I do not think she is. Look, I don't dislike Falynn or Simon. Honestly, I don't. I've moved past having judgment because again, both couples have moved on, but I need them to stop. But again, Falynn still read that from a filth, okay? Read them down, okay? Like, okay, it's done, it's over. I don't want you no more. Leave me alone. And I want them to do just that. I want Porsha and Simon to get married. I want to see them make it, okay? I want to see that. I want to see them be happier ever after forever, or however long it lasts. And I want uh girl, Falynn and them to stop happy over here. I need y'all to stop it. Okay? Get out my face with this shit. Okay? Now I want to show how we got a couple concerts coming up before I go on to Darion and Alexia stuff. We have two like tours coming up or whatever. Okay, first of all, we see the Legends of the Street tour. Okay, we got Rick Ross, Jeezy, Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Fabulous, Boosie, Lil Kim, Trina, and DJ Drama. Now I'm looking like y'all got Jeezy and Gucci Mane on a tour together, girl. I don't think I would ever have thought this would have happened, honey. The versus battle they had opened up all kind of doors, honey. I'm like, really? Jeezy and Gucci Mane, girl. Now the tour is gonna be from September 30th through October 22nd. Okay, I can't see the dates up close, but it's going to be in Georgia, I believe North Carolina, Maryland, Louisiana, Texas, Florida, and Tennessee is the dates I see. Okay, now some dates will have Trina, some dates will have Lil Kim. It seems like neither of them will be at the tour at the same time. Okay, I'm like, I guess that's fine. So if y'all are in those states, okay, if y'all want to do that, go ahead and see the Legends of the Streets tour. I'm like, well, okay, I'm like, really, Jeezy and Gucci Mane? Now y'all know I don't like a little Boosie, and y'all know Lil Boosie gets on my nerves, some bad, honey. So if y'all want to see Lil Boosie badass, go ahead out there and sing independent. Now, the other little thing we have going on, now this is not until January of next year, okay? And this is the whole thing. And when I first seen it, I was like, 50 Cent, ugh. Okay. Now, it's going to be 50 Cent, Fat Joe, Flo Rida, Kelly Rowland, Lil Kim, Ludacris, Nelly, Sean Paul, T-Pain, and special guest TLC, okay? Now, this little it's like a 4-day weekend in Mexico. It's from January 12th to January 16th. And y'all know January 16th is my birthday. But I'm not going to no goddamn thing with this. But I was like, oh, they trying to get, what I'm saying, these tours going. They trying to have these showcases or whatever to get their music, get their money, get their work. Okay, so again, that's the second little thing round now. Okay, now let's move on to the Grand Resistance. Okay, this damn Darion, Alexia, and Kai foolishness. If y'all watch Put a Ring on It, okay, and we had, Darion and Alexia, who have been dating for 14 years, went on the show. On the show for what they're going to date people to see what they're going to do. He dated Kai. He ended up fucking Kai. It was a whole thing. A whole other thing. They broke up on the show. It was a mess. It's been a mess on social media as well. So Little Black Book was another YouTuber interviewed Kai. Okay, this is Kai. The day after or the night of the reunion, okay, which was last week. So last night, he had Darion on. And Darion, honey, I was like, what? What? When Darion said that he and Alexia lied about dating for 14 years on and off just to get on the show. It was a whole plot and plan that he came up with, that she came up with, that initially she was trying to get them on Love and Hip Hop because I guess she know Jocko and whatnot, okay? And they weren't on that show. And then she got a phone call from a scout or whatever who, looking folks and whatnot to have on shows. And she then reached out to him saying, hey, we should go on, put a ring on it. He said she had always been overseas. They had not really spent much time together recently, and that they didn't get back together until a month before the show aired, just to be on the show. And again, it was a whole plot and plan from the beginning. I was like, bitch. Now, the interview was over 2 hours, so I don't have time to break it down all. He admitted how he met her years ago, how, she kind of forced him to be her boyfriend, and he never really agreed to be her boyfriend, even back then when she was like 19, 20 years old, but how she did left and she went overseas to play ball, and they still never really in a relationship, okay? How over the years he dated all these folks, whatever. He came up how he married some African he said he married an African for $15,000 at one point. I was like, bitch, when? Bitch, how? Who? What? He just gave so much information that was team too much, in my opinion. And Little Black Book let him ramble on for so long about all kind of stuff. And once they got to the whole Lex and Kai situation, he just kept making it seem like it was a lie. Me and Kai knew from the beginning that we wasn't going. I was not gonna marry her for real. Okay, the plan was get on the show. This fool said he had watched season 1, and he just did what they did and just did it worse. Okay, he said Hollywood, was doing whatever, and how whoever kept going on a Michael Shay. I think it was Shay, the dude who kept going on a date with the girl. Okay, he said so I did that too. He said, but I just also fucked Kai, but fucking Kai was not a part of the plan. Okay, so he took one step further. Okay, he admitted he was telling Kai that he was not in a relationship with Lex because he really wasn't. Because again, it was fake. I was like, and the crazy part to me is once you watch the whole 2 hours and listen to him, it kind of makes sense. And that's the problem. But is it true? Now, Alexia has not came out and said much. The most I think she said was, Lord Jesus. The most I think she said was, what he said could be true. It might not be true. But, the point is, how you going to believe the fool saying it? And I'm like, I get that, Alexia. But I feel like the same way you came out and did a little short video saying how him posting that photo of y'all was, y'all was not back together. How would you not come out and say he did a whole 2-hour interview saying you and him played the network? Okay. And he said the reason he's airing her out, okay, is because when the show ended, Lex changed the plan. He said the plotting point was I was going to go on multiple dates with the girl. Okay, that happened. I ended up fucking the girl, which was extra. Okay, fine. He also brought up how the show producer kept trying to force him to cry to make things be better. So he went to the bathroom and kept yawning and blinking his eyes to make himself cry. I'm like, wait back. But he said Kai wasn't really at fault on the show because he was telling her he wasn't with Lex. And Lex only got upset and went so hard because when the show went off, or whatever, there was beef on social media. He do say that Kai went too far with her social media shit or whatever. So that's why he even said how him and Kai was never even in a relationship. So Kai said they were together. He said we were never together. We were not. Okay, so he basically is airing everybody out. The difference is he's saying we planned it. I don't know how much of that I believe. I don't know. I need to hear from Alexia. I really, really do. But it sounds plausible. Okay, it does. Because even she was saying how, back and forth overseas or whatever, and when she would come back over here, they would kick it. And he was saying, like, yeah, I would see her here and there, but like, we didn't get back in touch until about a month before the show because she got a call to try to be on the show. And I'm like, but how did they find her number? Like, would she have had to apply for some shit? I don't know. Anyway, but I'm looking like, so was the show fake? So I did see Ashley, who was on season 1, who was also on there with Tamika from season 1. She was still with the girls in season 1. And Darion said, like, she's like, our season wasn't fake. Like, we were really with these men. These were our real situations, okay? And that's what really happened. It wasn't fake at all. So it's crazy to think that somebody would go on season 2, mimic what we did in a fake way. I'm like, I need y'all to speak up now, okay? Because Darion said that it was even the producer that told Kai to hold his hand leaving the restaurant that day. Now, 50% of me feel like he's lying, but 50% feel like it could be true. I'm stuck. I want to know, okay? And him saying, because she then at the end, so the plan was, do the show, he'll be an asshole, they will break up on the show. Okay, they will break up on the show. But I think him fucking Kai threw a monkey wrench in that, and him fucking Kai made Alex really stop fucking with him because she was mad or whatever. But anyway, after the show aired, he was supposed to still propose to her. They were supposed to get back together to try to get a spinoff show. And their plan was to do that. So after the show aired, and he was trying to hit her up for them to get back, he's like, the whole time the show was airing, after the show went off, whatever, me and her was still talking, side by side. But she then said, I'm not going to do that. I want to get my own show for the love of Lex. And she was saying that on her own life. How she wanted to, she done with him, it's Team Lex or whatever, and she should get her own show called For the Love of Lex. And so he said how they both came on the show to be actors, to get their own show for the clout of it all. I was like, what? He even admitted to, wow, I wasn't working before. That's why the woman I was supposed to taking care of me and whatnot. I'm saying I have been trying to do acting and whatnot. So again, me coming on the show was a part of all of that. And she knew. And Alexia played a part in it. I was like, bitch, what am I supposed to do with this information? What's going to happen? Okay. Now, again, he said Kai did too much. And he was upset with Kai. But he said he was never dating Kai. They were never together. And even the white girl who she caught him with, he was like, she still did too much for one. I've known that girl for a while. For two, she did catch us. But it's because someone let her in the apartment and it was a condo and they should not have. I'm like, what? He also said him and Kai did cocaine together. And that he used her at the reunion for drama. How I called her and asked her about coming to the reunion to help me have the drama. Because she did not know him and Lexi had this whole plan. And so the beef between her and Lex was real because things that had happened. But he still used Kai and her anger, her antics, okay, to make more drama, to make him and Lex have more attention on them. He then said how he made her tell Alexia, we have to play this right. We have to, this is a small show. This isn't like Love and Hip Hop. We can't stretch it out because it's only the 10 episodes and like a week or two after, that's all we have. So when the show aired, the reunion aired, and it went off. Like, okay, the reunion went off. We have to do right now. We have to get back to us to keep our name out there to get a show. And Alex is like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to do my own thing for Lex and you just done. So because she kicked him to the side is why he's now exposing her for them both plotting all of this from the beginning. They were not in a 14-year relationship. I was like, bitch. Okay. Then he got so upset because he was on the Little Black Book interview. He then went on his own live, okay, on IG, saying how the dudes in Little Black Book played him. He felt like when he was just he on Team Lex, he on Team Cat, he liked him or whatever, and he didn't really let me do anything. He didn't let me claim myself. I'm like, nigga, you talked for over 2 hours. You talked for over 2 hours, and we would ask him about one thing. He would. It was the 2 hours. The girl was draining. But if you listen to the whole thing, it kind of pieces together. So, like, in my opinion, Alexia, you have to come out and say something, girl. You can't stay silent. You cannot stay silent. Now, I don't care what Kai gonna say, because Kai wasn't in on it, but he did say Kai was innocent and fucking with him because he kept telling her we wasn't a couple. And he said that's why he kept saying at the reunion, we ain't together to Lex, because they never were together. Oh, God. My brain hurts. But yeah, that's what happened, honey. So I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I want y'all to comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, do y'all believe Darion that him and Alexia set this all up? They played the producers, played everybody. And he also brought out I would never want to do a show on. I always hated on, but you was on. So again, I'm 50-50. What he says sounds plausible. But at the same time, Darion is a master manipulator. Okay, he's a liar. Okay, because my thing is, if you fooled the show, how do I not know that you're not now trying to fool us and believe in it? Okay, so I don't know, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all believe him or no? Okay, but that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure to like this video, comment in the comment section, follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG, on JayLeesCorner on Twitter. Have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.